Have you been told that it's too late for your child to obtain an EHCP due to a late diagnosis, or maybe a late identification of their individual need? Or maybe you believe that an EHCP is a working document as a means to an end to secure your child's place within mainstream education. Each stage within their education can come with setbacks and challenges. Having access to an EHCP can come with advantages in securing your child's education. Knowing that an EHCP will be available for your child beyond school is definitely reassuring. So in this video, I'm going to highlight 5 benefits that come with having access to an EHCP post-school. My name is Brenda and I'm a parent mentor and a fellow parent, and I support parents raising children with individual needs and differences to stay empowered whilst they navigate through procedural challenges. If you've had to experience setbacks, obstacles and challenges during the earlier years of your child's educational journey that has had an impact on having their individual needs acknowledged, this would have created delays and may have put your child at a disadvantage. This is partially a factor that I picked up when advocating for my son, who is living with autism and ADHD, as I advocated for his individual needs to be acknowledged and recognised in mainstream education. So when it came to exploring the options for further education, I got to observe the benefits that having an EHCP had, where it put him in a better position to seek further options after leaving statutory education. Having an EHCP was significant, as colleges have a statutory duty to have regard to follow the SEN Code of Practice, as well as working in collaboration with the local authority with SEN. However, this is a reciprocal duty, whereas the EHCP is a legal binding document. So let's explore the positive impact that an EHCP can have for our children whilst in further education. And the first benefit is the extended age range. A young person having access to an EHCP up to the age of 25 is not just a benefit, but in most cases a necessity. However, for many young people, this plan may end earlier, unless they continue to benefit from staying in education or training. I recognise that one of the aims to extend the plan up to the age of 25 is so that a young person can avoid that cliff edge, meaning that a young person wouldn't have to endure significant consequences that is disproportionate to the change that caused it, as it allows them to be supported through further education and training. And the second benefit is that it allows for trial and error. There are a cohort of young people of all abilities where they feel that further education is just not for them. As typically, I say that loosely because things are rapidly changing, if a young person with special educational needs is deemed as NEET, meaning not in employment, education or training, it is intended that they will be encouraged to go back into the system. And this is where I feel the EHCP benefits them the most, because that's where the EHCP allows for time, and time allows for trial and error. Time also allows for educators to put in those strategies in place and see what works long term. And if there is no mandated review, it makes it a lot easier for a young person to slip through the cracks. And the third advantage is that it bridges the gap. In my experience, an EHCP is a great tool when used effectively to help ensure quality of access into university. Not every child wants or should go to university, but if that option is available, it definitely helps to have an EHCP in place. When utilising the information outlined in the EHCP, whether that information is for employment or, say, university, it definitely helps to steer the ship in the right direction. The fourth benefit is that the EHCP helps assist with mental health and well-being. An EHCP enables monitoring of the pressure of academic expectations that can take a toll on a young person living with an individual need or difference. There could be challenges around frustration, confusion, managing anxiety, as well as burnout. For example, social challenges can be significant. SEN students may struggle to form friendships or feel included in group activities, leading to feelings of isolation. And having a mandatory review meeting can be beneficial for minimising struggles. And the fifth benefit is navigating the changes that come with further education. An EHCP helps to identify an array of experiences that can affect a young person's ability to learn in a new setting. As a fellow parent, raising a young person living with autism, coping with things such as transition and change needed to be recognised as a potential for increased anxiety and stress. Common challenges that we experienced were challenges around first impressions that cause misunderstanding, navigating buildings, identifying key staff, as well as accessing the relevant materials. And as a parent watching this channel, it is most likely that we're passionate about having access to education as well as inclusivity. Because I don't know about you, but as a parent, it brings so much joy to see the progress whilst advocating for your child and to look back at their education and development in vain, just because their individual needs and differences were not recognised and acknowledged in order for them to access their education. Yes, they are older. Yes, they are transitioning into adulthood, but there are still benefits to being in a position to be able to guide and support your child during these life developments. So if you're having challenges with keeping your child's EHCP going, why not take a look at this video? Alternatively, for now, keep doing what you're doing, stay focused, stay empowered, and keep creating progress. Thank you for listening.